everybody, welcome to MBA Litmus. And today we have somebody very, very special, part of the Litmus post-CAT prep family. We have the first ISB convert of the season. Let me congratulate and welcome Ishika. Ishika, welcome. How are you doing? How's the feeling of converting one of the top B schools in the country? I believe you have taken GMAT, and I'm sure you are elated now.
Thank you so much, sir, for this. It feels so surreal to be on the other side, honestly. It feels very good. Like I feel as if I'm top of this world. Thank you.
Yeah, it's also visible, and it's a matter of pride and achievement for all of us as well. For one of our family members to achieve this. We are keeping this session primarily to help more and more people learn from your experiences. तो सबसे पहले इशिका, तुम्हारी कहानी के बारे में समझते हैं. What was the journey like? Generally जब क्रैक हो जाता है और जब कॉलेज मिल जाता है ना, तो लगता है कि यार बहुत बड़ी बात हो गई, पर उसके पीछे की जर्नी वो कई बार काफी डिस्टर्बिंग, डिफिकल्ट, फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग होती है. What was the journey for you?
Sure, sir. Actually, I started with my journey back in 2022 when I started writing CAT. I come from a very weird category. I'm a dentist by profession. And at that point of time, I never touched maths. I last wrote my maths exam in 10th standard. So I had a gap of 6 years. It was really difficult for me to prepare for CAT altogether. I gave my all, like I was doing my internship at the same time, I was also preparing for CAT. But because CAT is very unpredictable, at the same time, you cannot really, control all these tasks. Particularly on that day, I scored 89.6 in my first attempt. And even though there are many videos, that you can crack IIM Ahmedabad if you come from weird category, I didn't get called from any of those colleges, honestly. But I really wanted to be in a good place. I knew that I deserve something really big. So I again started with my second year of CAT preparation. And that year I scored again a 91.5 percentile. And again, I was really demotivated. But what kept me really motivated all this while was that one goal. I knew that I really want to see myself in the top 5 schools of the country. And after getting this kind of demotivation, I basically was like कि यार कुछ तो करना ही पड़ेगा, ऐसे नहीं होगा. Let's change our paths. I was always an IIM girl. I was like नहीं IIM में ही जाना है and कुछ नहीं है. Because one of my friend who has also introduced me to you, he's also from IIM Lucknow only. So
Marco, yes.
so he basically really motivated me that just join sir's coaching. You'll get that kind of clarity. What do you want to do, वगैरह, after writing GMAT as well. So since that time I knew कि कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा so that I get to my dream college. And so I started preparing for GMAT. And from there, I basically prepared CAT and GMAT parallelly and got a score of 675 in Focus Edition. And today I'm here.
Yeah. And this year, what was your score in CAT?
This year I scored 97.31 percentile, and there's a backstory to it as well.
Okay.
After getting my score for GMAT, I was really not really prepared to write CAT, as I was feeling really demotivated to write because it's a very lethargic altogether journey. But still, my parents were like, "No, you should give it. Let's you should really challenge your fears. What kya hi hoga? Chalo likh ke dekho." So that's with that motivation I really went in and then wrote. And honestly, I didn't know कि just because of my GMAT and all of these years जो मैंने prepare किया है, I ended up scoring 97.31 percentile without any preparation. Like for this year CAT, for 2 months I was not into CAT. I was just preparing for GMAT. So I believe that both of the preparation helps each other. It's like a marriage between two, which really gets you the scores in both of these exams.
In fact, I must congratulate you, Ishika. मैक्सिमम लोग 2 अटेम्प्ट के बाद तो मतलब डिवास्टेटेड फील करते हैं. उनको लगता है कि नहीं हो पाएगा मेरे से, मैं बना ही नहीं हूँ बी स्कूल के लिए. एंड आई थिंक कुडोज टू यू, द काइंड ऑफ ambition, the kind of determination and perseverance. I must salute that, because in the third attempt, you got a good percentile in CAT. Okay, ब्लैकी नहीं मिला, थोड़ा सा अनफॉर्चुनेट है, लेकिन फिर भी जो मिला है वो बहुत ही अमेजिंग है. वो मतलब आई एम श्योर, ठीक है, योर ड्रीम वाज टॉप 5 बी स्कूल, यू आर प्रीटी मच देयर, यू आर टॉप 3 फॉर श्योर. आई थिंक इशिका, सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट तो ये है, एंड फॉर ऑल द लिसनर्स, यार थर्ड अटेम्प्ट के अंदर भी आप देखो कि one thing to effectively do is learn from your mistakes or learn from what you've done in the past. This year she took CAT and GMAT, and she prepared for both. And I also agree that जो आपका प्रिपरेशन है वो काफी हद तक कॉम्प्लीमेंट करता है. तो जो लोग रिपीट ईयर्स में है, आई वुड ट्रूली रेकमेंड कि वो CAT के साथ साथ GMAT भी पिक करना चाहिए, बिकॉज GMAT के अंदर जो फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी है वो आपको काफी हद तक हेल्प करती है. इशिका, थोड़ा सा GMAT फोकस एडिशन के फॉर्मेट के बारे में बात करते हैं, फॉर जितने लोगों को नहीं पता है यहाँ पे GMAT का फोकस एडिशन कैसा होता है, क्या क्या उसके अंदर कंटेंट है, और व्हाट्स द प्रिपरेशन लाइक.
Sure, sir. So it actually takes around 3 to 4 months to prepare for GMAT Focus Edition. Having said that आपके क्वांट के जो फाउंडेशंस है वो बहुत ज्यादा स्ट्रांग होने चाहिए, बिकॉज इट्स एन अडैप्टिव एग्जाम. इट कंसिस्ट ऑफ 3 sections: क्वांटिटिव एप्टीट्यूड, वर्बल एबिलिटी एंड डेटा इनसाइट्स. Earlier the format was old, but अभी का this is something which focus edition is really looking forward to. और इसमें it's like कि you have critical reasoning and RC and verbal ability. In quantitative aptitude, the best thing is there is no geometry. There is permutation, combination, there is a probability, there is algebra and normal arithmetic. But one thing which I was really scared of was geometry, and it was not there. So that was also, it was very easy for me. In data insights, I believe that was something which I really struggled with, because it's not just like your LRDI sets. You have graphs which are basically really difficult to interpret if you are not practicing more. There are MSRs, and then there are reasoning statements. There is data interpretations as well were there. So it's like all in together, it's like a mixture of these 3 sets.
Okay. And how much time is good and what score is good? How much time is there for the exam and what score do you think is a good score?
So typically, if we say that ISB accepts every score between 620, like I've seen people getting into ISB with also 680 score till 780. People get even rejected at 780. It totally depends on your profile. So ISB basically gives you that chance to introspect, like where do you stand? Like if you look at their average profile on their website, you see that GMAT ka jo average score hai, that is 713. Now, if you see yourself somewhere short of in the work experience side, matlab 4.5 years is the average work ex of the ISB cohort class. So if you feel that you are basically lacking there, maybe 2 years or just 3 years, so you can basically up your GMAT game, or your GPA is less, then also you can up your GMAT game. I believe that GMAT really helps you to, like, बोलते हैं ना कि आपने जो पुराने कर्म किए उसको आप सुधार सकते हो while giving GMAT. So that really helps in that ways.
Absolutely. तो PGP और PGPYL, तो जो PGP प्रोग्राम है उसके लिए you require 3+ years of experience. Correct?
2 years plus experience.
2 years plus experience. Understood. So I think जितने लोगों का भी experience है should also apply into ISB from the GMAT standpoint.
Definitely.
Correct? I think Ishika,
Definitely.
that's absolutely brilliant. अच्छा, अभी तैयारी हो गई है, एग्जाम हो गया है, अब बात करते हैं इंटरव्यूज की. So once let's say you get a good score, after that what happens and how did you go about your preparation?
Sure, sir. After getting a score, it's really important to write essays, which basically is the most important part of ISB, your LORs and your essays. And what typically we have seen, sir, in today's time, people use ChatGPT a lot. And that's how they basically move forward to. But I didn't see them in that ways. I wouldn't be elaborating much more, but I would be saying that I took 1 month to write my ISB, 3 essays, just 3 pieces of essays. I took 1 month. And there are people I've seen, they've taken 6 months as well. So it's really important to understand that what you really want to put in those applications. What do you want to write in those essays? And aaj ki date pe, if I feel that, that particular journey, it really helped me to know more about myself. Like I really didn't know me, like don't know myself ki mere paas ye strengths hai, but because I introspected, and it also taught me about networking. It's not only about just writing your essays. If you really want to know about your goals, so it's really important to know why do you want to do an MBA. And this is something which I learned after connecting with some brilliant alumni from ISB. And they told me that when you are going to buy a car, you think 10 times, you do pura thorough research. But when you're paying 40-50 lakhs, why are you not doing your research properly? And that is why I went on their website, connected with professors, understand like what is their expertise. Will I be able to connect with whatever they're teaching? I mentioned that in my essays. Additionally, the people I look to, like, after like, getting placements, where would I be seeing myself in 5 years timeline? तो उनसे भी connect करके देखा, उनके भी industry insights ली, वो भी essay में डाला. Plus current cohort का बारे में कि what are the professional clubs such as healthcare club was there. So उसके vice presidents I connected. I basically like took his insights as well and write it down in my essays as well. So it was really important to first to know about your short term and long term. Additionally, why do you want to do an MBA, and to understand that what are your strengths and weakness, and then you have to really put that in your essays. And then LOR, which is I believe is one of the greatest component of like the entire application process. It's really important to maintain that rapport with your CEO or your supervisor. So I took my letter of recommendation from my CEO, and he was really kind enough to write a really nice letter of recommendation for me, and that is why I feel that I'm here. So it's really important to work में भी आपको अच्छा करना पड़ेगा. Like I had fast track promotions, I got like employee of the quarter awards as well. So that was also you have to balance. And additionally, your extracurriculars. So this is also important. Suppose that you get basically interview invites from ISB if they really like your profile. Holistically, they evaluate yourself, like they evaluate you, and then you get your interview invite. So after that, we basically started interview prep. I just got 5 days in hand, and post CAT prep was so kind enough to to help me in this 5 days as well. Like I was prepared. Though मेरा interview reschedule हो गया था to 19th January, but even though अगर 5 दिन के अंदर भी होता, I know that I would be making it, because the kind of help I had got, like in regards of HR reviews, like, each and every answer, what do I have to really put in there? And, even when I'm speaking about my extracurriculars, what is the, like, expression should look like? Because ISB के interview, they are not like, like एकदम one transactional नहीं होते, it's more like conversational. आपको एकदम से मतलब उनको बताना पड़ता है कि why you really want to go into ISB. You have to show that you're obsessed with ISB. And I feel that I did the same in my interviews. I was like पूरा मैंने थोड़ा research करके सब कुछ पूरा उनको बताया था, and that really helped me to get into
Yeah,
ISB.
yeah, yeah. In fact, I also felt that, and in fact, the last conversation that we've had together,
Sure.
I felt that you were ready, and I think it really helped me also get a sense कि भाई ठीक है एक ISB convert तो आ गया अपना. I think that was really really amazing, Ishika, and I think from our standpoint also, I believe it's a great success story. एंड वी वुड रियली वांट कि बहुत सारे लोग इस सेशन से बहुत कुछ सीखेंगे. See, I would not say that postcard prep or litmus is the best in the segment or anything, but I truly believe that whenever there is a candidate seeking help or support, we are going to be there, whether it is 7 o'clock in the morning or whether it is 2 o'clock in the night. So Ishika, I think many congratulations. बहुत सारे लोग हैं इस जर्नी में जो रिपीट कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, जो सेकंड टाइम देंगे या थर्ड टाइम देंगे, उनको क्या मैसेज देना चाहोगे? स्पेशली यू हैव बीन थ्रू दैट रफ फेज योरसेल्फ. तीसरे अटेम्प्ट में आपको तो जो चाहिए मिल गया, एंड आई होप आई विश कि सब लोगों को मिले, पर उतना हिम्मत रखना सबके बस की बात नहीं है. तो व्हाट इज
Sure,
इट
sir.
यू वुड वांट टू से टू पीपल जो अपने रिपीट कर रहे हैं, सेकंड ईयर देने वाले हैं या थर्ड ईयर देने वाले हैं, उनको क्या कहना चाहोगे?
I would want to just add that you should never give up on yourself. There would be people who would be giving on, like, they would be telling that you cannot do it. Like, what is there in CAT so much that you cannot crack it? But even though there are noises, you should just believe in yourself, and you should be like, no, I'm not made for something small. And you should never settle. If I tell you that last year I was just able to convert 4, but I didn't get into it because I knew that I deserve something better. Who knew that girl who basically got just 4 would be today getting into ISV? So I would just be telling that, it's really, really important to never give up on yourself. Know what you are made up of, what you deserve, and just ek hi cheez dekho, that is your goal, and just work to like for it. I used to study 10 hours a day with my work. If I can do it, being a non-engineer, coming from a really diverse background, so then definitely anybody can.
And in fact, Ishika, for example, you mentioned about last year you had 4, this year you have ISB, and in fact, a lot of people who are also inspiring for colleges like ISB. I think for all of them, I would say कि जब हम उनको कहते हैं कि यार एक बार फिर से सोच ले, हो सकता है तुझे टॉप स्कूल मिल जाए, सोचते हैं सर कि एज
Exactly.
ज्यादा हो रहा है, ठीक है, मुझे घर वाले मेरे पे भरोसा नहीं करते. ऐसा आई एम श्योर यू वुड आल्सो हैव फेल्ट इट कि यार एज बढ़ रहा है, ठीक है, करियर में आगे कैसे क्या होगा, कैसे काम करेंगे. वर यू हॉन्टेड बाय सच थॉट्स एज वेल?
Surely, sir. I turned 24 last year, and like this was something which my father told me, that never, like, like, give up on your dreams just because of your age. Age is just a number. You can get through it. While people used to tell me that, kab karegi MBA, like, it's supposed to be done at certain age point of time. Though I had 3 years of work experience, but there is a certain age in Indian society, IIMs के perspective के हिसाब से, कि 2.5 years of work experience, now you should be getting into any IIM and getting an MBA.
Yeah.
But my father was like, no, you should never give up on your dreams. And that really kept me motivated throughout this process. Like, I would say that the pillars was my family. So definitely that really helped me.
Yeah, I must congratulate your family also, because I truly
Thank
believe that once somebody gets into a top B school, not just that person, but the entire family moves into the next orbit. And many congratulations to you, Ishika. I must congratulate all the mentors of Litmus postcard prep. You had mentioned about
you.
Navtej, you had mentioned about Chaitanya, you mentioned about Shivam. I have passed on your regards to them as well, and to the mentors. Thank you so much, Ishika, for joining in. Wishing you all the very best in the future also. And ऑब्वियसली वील स्टे इन टच. अभी तो समर इंटर्नशिप भी होगा, तो आई थिंक काफी सारी चीजें, प्लेसमेंट्स आएंगे. सो वील स्टे इन टच,
Surely.
वी विल बी देयर टू हेल्प यू विद एवरी हेल्प दैट यू रिक्वायर इन दिस जर्नी. गॉड ब्लेस Ishika. टेक केयर
Thank you
एंड
so much, sir, for your help and your guidance. Thank you so much. Without your support.
गॉड ब्लेस Ishika. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you so much, sir.
Bye everybody. That was Ishika. I am hoping that you learned through her experiences, through her journey, through her struggle, and the kind of success that she has achieved. आप भी कर सकते हैं, विश्वास रखिए. डू नॉट गिव अप ऑन योर ड्रीम्स. एंड शी इज ऑल्सो मेंशन्ड एज इज अ नंबर. थर्ड अटेम्प्ट भी अगर आपको देना पड़े, आप अपने ड्रीम पे गिव अप मत करो. गॉड ब्लेस गाइस. टेक केयर एंड बाय बाय.